everyone, you've tuned into News9 with me, Sakshi Singh Litoria. Thank you so much for watching it. I came bearing not so good news today. Our beloved Dharmendra ji has passed away. He is no more with us, but his life is worth cherishing. So let's speak about the journey that he has lived as He-Man of the Hindi entertainment industry. In the flickering glow of silver screens that lit up generations, few figures embodied the raw, unyielding spirit of Indian cinema, quite like Dharmendra Deol. Today, the veteran actor, affectionately known as the He-Man of Bollywood, took his last breath in Mumbai, succumbing to age-related complications after days of medical observation. At the age of 89, Dharmendra's departure marks not just the end of a storied career, but the quiet close of an era that redefined heroism on the Hindi film canvas. Like I said at the very beginning, Dharmendra ji's journey is worth remembering, worth cherishing, worth celebrating. Let me tell you about the journey that this man has lived. Dharmendra's rise to superstardom was a story worthy of the movies, a saga of grit, grace, and unrelenting passion. Born as Dharam Singh Deol back on December 8, 1935 in Sahnewal near Ludhiana, he was the third of 6 children in a humble Punjabi Jat family. From delivering milk at dawn to dreaming under starlit skies where makeshift projectors in a small town brought cinema to life, young Dharam's journey was steeped in simplicity and aspiration. That dream took flight in 1958 when a 23-year-old Dharmendra arrived in Bombay to participate in Filmistan Studios' All India Talent Contest. His charm and sincerity caught the eye of director Arjun Hingorani, who renamed him Dharmendra, symbolizing righteousness and strength, and then launched him in Dil Bhi Tera, Hum Bhi Tere in the year of 1960. The modest debut paved the way for bigger things, and soon Surat and Sirat in 1962 brought him into the Hindi film fold. The 1960s transformed Dharmendra into one of India's most bankable stars. His performance in Bandini from 1963 showcased his emotional depth, but it was Phool Aur Patthar in 1966 that crowned him Bollywood's quote-unquote He-Man. As a rugged anti-hero redeemed by love, he embodied both strength and vulnerability, qualities that made him the people's hero in that era. The 1970s saw him at his peak with unforgettable turns like Sholay in 1975 as the boisterous yet endearing Viru, and in romantic dramas like Sita Aur Geeta in 1972 and Chupke Chupke in 1975 opposite Hema Malini. Their on-screen chemistry blossomed into a real-life union in the year of 1980, a relationship that weathered time and also scrutiny alike. Across decades and genres, from swashbuckling fantasies like Dharamveer in 1977 to heartfelt family tales like Dil Lagi, Dharmendra built a filmography of over 300 titles. With later roles in Life in a Metro in 2007 and Yamla Pagla Devana in 2011, he embraced age with warmth and wit, proving the hero in him never dimmed. Honored with the Filmfare Lifetime Achievement Award in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2012, Dharmendra remained above all a symbol of authenticity and every man who conquered celluloid with heart, humility, and that unforgettable smile. Beyond cameras, beyond that flashy life, let's know some hidden facts about Dharmendra ji. Beyond the glamour and fame, Dharmendra's life was woven with stories of simplicity, passion, and quiet depth that few truly knew. Long before the lights of stardom found him, he worked at an American drilling company in Ludhiana, earning just 51 rupee a month, a modest beginning for a man who would one day become one of India's biggest stars. His love affair with cinema began very early. When he was a young boy, he watched Basant in 1942 in a makeshift theatre and was so enchanted that he would walk miles to catch every film that visited his village. Despite his rugged on-screen persona, Dharmendra was a reluctant smoker and disliked the habit off camera, often faking puffs for the sake of authenticity. Few know that he once came close to a Hollywood break in the 1960s after being shortlisted by an international filmmaker, but visa issues kept him from pursuing that opportunity. At heart, Dharmendra was a sentimentalist, an avid collector of old film posters, letters, and memories from his early days, many of which still adorn the walls of his Lonavala farmhouse. He was also a poet who wrote in Hindi and Urdu under the pseudonym Veer, often reciting verses to friends on set, revealing the sensitive soul behind the steel. Known for his humility, he treated everyone on set with warmth and respect, often refusing to eat until the junior crew was served. His He-Man image was not just about strength. He trained himself in wrestling and martial arts long before Bollywood action heroes made it fashionable. Despite his fame, Dharmendra remained deeply grounded, frequently visiting his hometown Sahnewal, helping fund schools and roads, and also maintaining friendships from his childhood. Even during his tenure as a Rajya Sabha member between 2004 and 2009, he shied away from politics, reportedly declining many of the perks that came with the powerful position. Beneath the star power and the silver screen charisma, Dharmendra remained what he always was at heart, a humble man of emotions, loyalty, and also unpretentious grace. Remember the 51 rupee paycheck that I just spoke of? Let me expand that story for you. So Dharmendra's life story reads like a script of a classical Bollywood film, one where grit, dreams, and destiny often collide to create a legend. Long before the silver screens and stardoms, he was just a young man from Sahnewal, a small village near Ludhiana in Punjab, chasing a distant dream. When he first arrived in Bombay in the late 1950s, the city offered him little more than struggle and sleepless nights. With no place to stay at all, he lived in a garage, often going hungry but never losing faith in his dream of becoming an actor. His first job, at an American drilling company in Ludhiana, had fetched him a modest 51 rupee per month, a symbol of the hard beginnings that shaped his humility for life. Dharmendra's big break came when he won the Filmfare All India Talent Contest, a turning point that challenged and changed everything. Director Arjun Hingorani saw potential in the tall, soft-spoken newcomer and casted him in Dil Bhi Tera, Hum Bhi Tere in 1960. From earning a few rupee a day to commanding 5 crore rupee per film at his peak, Dharmendra's climb was nothing short of extraordinary. Yet, he remained deeply grounded, often reminiscing about the days when he had to wash his own clothes in public taps and sleep on borrowed mattresses. With over 300 films to his credit, Dharmendra's cinematic legacy is woven into a fabric of Indian cinema. Off-screen, his success translated into a sprawling fortune, lavish homes in Mumbai, a 100-acre farmhouse in Lonavala, luxury cars, and business interests in hospitality and real estate. Today, his estimated net worth of around 335 crore rupees stands as a testament to his unmatched career longevity and wise investments. But beyond the wealth and also accolades, What sets Dharmendra apart is the humility he never lost. He often said that fame was fleeting, but kindness was eternal, a belief he lived by till the very end. From a man who lived in a garage to a man who built an empire with sheer perseverance, Dharmendra's journey remains one of Bollywood's most inspiring tales of transformation and triumph. Let me now highlight some of the wild fan encounters that Dharmendra has spoken of. There are quite a few wild fan stories about Dharmendra, the kind that show how deeply he was loved across generations. One of the most famous comes from the 1970s when his film Sholay had turned him into the ultimate heartthrob. During its release, reports emerged of women lining up outside theatres just to touch him or his film posters, some even applying sindoor on his picture, treating him like a divine idol. It was not uncommon for letters written in blood to arrive at his home, professing undying love, something Dharmendra always spoke about with a mix of amusement and also humility. In another instance, during the shooting of Anupama in 1966 in Ooty, a group of college girls tracked him down on set after finding out where he was staying. They sneaked into the hotel lobby at dawn and refused to leave until he came out to meet them. When Dharmendra finally stepped out, smiling and disarming as ever, the girls burst into tears. One even fainted, overwhelmed by the sight of her idol. But perhaps the craziest moment came when a fan from Punjab reportedly walked all the way to Mumbai just to see him once in person. The young man stood outside Dharmendra's bungalow for 3 days before the actor, touched by his devotion, invited him in for a tea. Stories like these were not rare. Such was his magnetism that people did not just watch Dharmendra on screen, they believed in him. His charisma was not built on an image consultant or social media campaign. It came from that raw, honest charm that made audiences feel he was one of their own. Now, as the lights dim and the reel comes to a gentle halt, we bid farewell to a man who was not just a star, but the very spirit of Indian cinema. Dharmendra was not crafted by fame. He earned it brick by brick with honesty, humility, and a heart that beat for his art. From the dusty by-lanes of Sahnewal to the dazzling glare of Stardom, his journey was one of courage, conviction, and quiet grace. He made us laugh, he made us cry, and above all, he made us believe that heroes can be human too. The He-Man of Bollywood may have taken his final bow, but his warmth, his words, and that unmistakable smile will live on, flickering through the timeless glow of the silver screen. Farewell, Dharamji. You will always remain cinema's most cherished heartbeat.